SmackDown Live continues the momentum heading into the Money in the Bank pay-per-view, and an epic announcement that could be the first time ever of a women's match at the pay-per-view. Also, a new day happens in SmackDown Live involving the tag team division. Interesting in case of Forensic Files, and AJ Styles versus Dolph Ziggler, a match that truly is phenomenal. We're going to cover all this and so much more in this week's edition of the Smackdown Rebound. Hello everybody, my name is Connor, aka OKAYFABE, your official SmackDown video correspondent for OneWrestling.com, and of course, One Wrestling's videos YouTube channel. We thank you guys for tuning back in for another edition of a SmackDown Rebound. We thank you guys for coming back here to One Wrestling videos YouTube channel, of course, right here on OneWrestling.com as well, too. Of course, we're going to cover everything from May 30th, 2017. We appreciate you guys' continued love and support here. Don't forget, guys, we always love to hear your feedback and your opinions about what happened on this week's SmackDown by letting us know in the comment section below. Make sure you follow myself and the entire OneWrestling.com family as well, including myself, our new boy, Mr. Voltez, over on the Raw recap. Make sure you go check out him out as well, too. If you go also check out myself, Big Ray Show, of course, the entire Big Slam Nation, of course, the legendary, the iconic Mr. Bill Apter himself. All of our social media accounts are down in the description box below. Give us a big old thumbs up if you guys like the SmackDown this week. And of course, hit that subscribe button as we are almost there. We are so close to 20,000 subscribers here on the YouTube channel. It's all because of you guys and your continued love and support. Thank you guys for tuning back in. So SmackDown this week, if it hasn't gotten you excited for Money in the Bank, I just don't know what will. We kick things off with Kevin Owens coming in the ring, doing his own rendition of the highlight reel once again, always like Kevin Owens' heel work, who basically comes out and proclaims how he will not only be the face of America, but also now Mr. Money in the Bank. But he brings out his guest, Shinsuke Nakamura. Before the two can get into too much of a verbal quarry, to say the least, Nakamura is interrupted by Baron Corbin, who says that no one wants to hear from either one of them. And Nakamura is able to sling back some things as well, too. Corbin basically claiming how he took out Sami Zayn last week, but unfortunately for him, Nakamura reminded him of how many times Sami Zayn's already beat Corbin, and also mentioned how he beat Kevin Owens the week before. It doesn't take long, unfortunately, for Corbin and Owens to double gang on Shinsuke Nakamura, allowing Sami Zayn to come in and make the save, and thus leads us to Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura teaming up to take on the United States Champion Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin. Very solid opener matchup here in the tag team scene for these four men, who are all going to be part of the Money in the Bank ladder match at Money in the Bank in the next couple of weeks. Very awesome matchup between both teams. I really enjoyed the fact that you got to see a hot tag from both Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura, something we've been seeing a little bit more frequently, especially on SmackDown, I feel lately. I feel like we've been seeing that a little bit more on the frequent side, with Kevin Owens and Baron Corbin actually, unfortunately, lose this matchup. Part of it because they actually get into a little quarrel between the two of them. Kevin Owens accidentally hits Baron Corbin in the turnbuckle. Corbin then shoves Kevin Owens down. Sami Zayn taking out Baron Corbin, allowing Shinsuke Nakamura to hit the Kinshasa on Kevin Owens to get the pinfall victory over him for the second straight week in a row. We did find out that next week it will be it will be Kevin Owens against Shinsuke Nakamura, one-on-one non-title match, but personally I think they should add the United States Championship to that fray. Next up, we see an in-ring segment where the Usos make their way down the ring, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, saying that no tag team can beat them. You thought it was going to be the American Alpha. You thought it was going to be Breezango, and it's no team can beat them but Atlanta. Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world-famous two-time champs and feel the power. That's right, the New Day back on SmackDown Live, making claims and making bootyliciousness. Yeah, we'll go with I think bootylicious is an acceptable term. Anyway, they come back and basically get a big pop, and of course, Usos say, we don't know who the hell you are, you old timers. We've got the SmackDown Tag Team Division on lockdown. Of course, Big E says, you know what, we know what happens in the penitentiary. We don't want none of this. So, but what he does want is the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles, and according to Shane McMahon, they've been granted their wish. That Money in the Bank, it will be the New Day taking on the Usos for the SmackDown Live Tag Team titles. Honestly, I'm really looking forward to this, I think, with all these men knowing each other so well and just having fun and being themselves, a little bit, hopefully a little creative freedom, plus the match quality we're going to get for these two teams. They've been on fire lately. Winner, winner, chicken dinner over at Money in the Bank. That's for damn sure. Anyway, we move on to Jinder Mahal doing a quick video package of Jinder Mahal's win with the WWE Championship recently. Shocking to say the least, obviously. India ablaze and just absolutely like amazed at Jinder winning the championship, which I'm all for, I'm all favor. But the way they just cut this together, I thought was very, very well done. And I really appreciate it. It made me kind of make it feel like a grandiose, like a bigger feel and a bigger event than it actually was with Jinder winning the championship. I felt like it was a little underwhelming at first, but between the celebration and the very good video package that they showed illustrating the importance to India of Jinder Mahal winning the championship, making news across the entire country, obviously, I was a big fan of this. I was all in favor of this, and I loved every second of it. Speaking of loving every second of it, a fatal 5-way elimination match. Winner faces Naomi for the Smackdown Women's Championship at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Charlotte, Becky Lynch, Natalya, Tamina, and Carmella. This match never technically happens. All 5 women absolutely beat the unliving holy hell out of each other, laying all 5 women out, including spots where Charlotte does a moonsault, every woman hitting their finisher on the other, and ends with a brutal powerbomb that Charlotte gives to Natalya through the Spanish announcer's table. Poor Spanish announcer's table. Never stood a chance. Never stood a chance. In any case, we see Shane McMahon quickly come out afterwards and say, you 5 women deserved another shot at the #1 contendership, but this time we're going to make history. First time ever at the pay-per-view, we're going to have a SmackDown, a women's, forget SmackDown, we're going to have a women's Money in the Bank ladder match. I can't wait, especially with what we just saw from the all 5 women brawling with each other. I think we're in for, I think Money in the Bank is honestly shaping up to be one of, if not the best pay-per-view of the entire year. It's funny how this kind of works out. It almost seems like to happen almost every single year where the Money in the Bank pay-per-view seems to blow out of the water. So I can't wait. Another matchup just like New Day and Usos. Another match I can't wait to see. I'm loving the push of the women. I'm loving the innovation. I love the firsts once again. I mean, we've had Iron Man, Hell in a Cell, and now we've got ourselves a women's Money in the Bank ladder match. The Forensic Fashion Files continues with Breezango against the Colognes. Let me just back up a little bit here. We saw a backstage segment with Fandango, who I thought was going on a singles run, to be honest with you guys, investigating and finding out that his entire headquarters had been destroyed. It had been smashed up, and he thought he had saw the culprit as a beautiful woman in the silhouette, but actually it was just Tyler Breeze in disguise. They can actually hear each other's inner monologues. I'm getting off topic. Anyway, the point is they found a bottle of cologne in the area in their headquarters. So of course, deductive reasoning means we get Breezango versus the Colognes. If you guys love the backlash match between these two teams, or excuse me, between Breezango and Usos, as far as the comedy, slapstick, and the changing of the outfits, I think this matchup would be for you. The Colognes actually get an advantage over Fandango, beating him up as Tyler Breeze gets taken out for almost 2/3 of the match. But lo and behold, Tyler Breeze's detective skills, and more specifically his undercover skills, come in handy as he's able to change back into the janitor and help clean up the mess of the Colognes and actually hit the unprettier to get the 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to spoil too much. You have to kind of see it for yourself, but trust me, I love it. It was fantastic and pure comedy gold. We move on to an in-ring segment with Randy Orton as he decides to finally proclaim and actually respond to Jinder Mahal winning the WWE Championship, saying that, you know, he came from a great family. He talks about how he's Randy Orton. He's a 13-time world champion. He talks about his father, Cowboy Bob Orton, being the very first main event of WrestleMania. How his grandfather would slap him in the face for losing the WWE Championship to a guy like Jinder Mahal. Orton says that Jinder believes he has earned the fans' respect, but he's earned nothing but an old-fashioned Orton family, American-style ass kicking. He talks about the Gagne family and Harley Race's men who went out and got things done, and he says he's going to do the same and become a 14-time champion at Money in the Bank. Jinder Mahal then appears on the Titantron with the Bollywood Boys and cuts a promo about being the WWE champion and the modern-day Maharaja. Same stuff as usual, more or less. Randy Orton poses on the ropes to end the segment, and that's pretty much all there is to it. But I like the fact they're actually having Orton and doing some build with this, because, of course, we're only now 2 weeks away from Money in the Bank. It's not that far, or 2 or 3 weeks away from Money in the Bank. It's Not that far away, folks. We kind of have to start getting some build and momentum here. But speaking of build and momentum, the main event, AJ Styles taking on Dolph Ziggler, one-on-one action. I love this matchup. I know we've seen this matchup before, but it's just something about these two men have, no pun intended, very similar styles, and I loved just the pace, the athleticism, the near falls, the back and just the way they were selling moves. It was just great stuff to watch. It was extremely entertaining. What really surprised me more than anything else was the fact that AJ Styles was the one who actually was mostly dominating this matchup, with him just doing almost every single move out of the blue. It was just a treat to behold, and then Ziggler coming back in with some aerial offense and hitting a DDT from the turnbuckle, which is absolutely brutal. But nevertheless, Ziggler able to counter after the phenomenal form after hitting the ropes, thus hitting the super kick to get the 1-2-3. Dolph Ziggler getting the win over AJ Styles. Overall, thoroughly enjoyed this SmackDown. I thought it was very well done. I thought compared to what we got last week, there was a lot more build for Money in the Bank. Obviously, we're still coming off of Backlash last week. We've got now, tag team title match announced, women's Money in the Bank ladder match. We got the WWE Championship, the Money in the Bank ladder match. Again, Money in the Bank is shaping up to be one of the better shows of the entire year, and honestly, it's one of my favorite as well, too. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be very curious to see how things play out. I thoroughly enjoyed everything, especially the Breezango goofiness with the Colognes, Nakamura being involved with the tag team match at the beginning. We get Nakamura versus Kevin Owens next week. I wish it was for the U.S. title. That's my only critique about this, but anyway, of course, these are just my opinion, guys. We like to hear what you guys have to say. What did you guys think of this week's SmackDown Live? What was your favorite moment, least favorite moment, and your favorite match? Are you looking forward to Money in the Bank? What do you think of the women's Money in the Bank ladder match? Let me know your thoughts, guys, again, down in the comment section. Make sure you follow myself and the entire OneWrestling.com family. All our links for all our social media are down in the description box below. Guys, if you haven't done so already, hit the thumbs up button. Of course, subscribe for more amazing content right here at One Wrestling and One Wrestling Video. Thank you guys again for watching. Appreciate the continued love and support. And to quote the legendary, the iconic Mr. Bill Apter, we will see you at the matches.